God advise. When we think about God's advice, it is not like the advice we get from ordinary people. God's words carry wisdom, truth, and eternal value. The Bible is filled with His guidance, showing us how to live, how to love, and how to make decisions that lead to peace and purpose. God advises us to trust Him with all our hearts and not rely on our own understanding. Human wisdom is limited, but His wisdom is perfect and everlasting. One of God's greatest pieces of advice is to love one another. Love covers differences, heals wounds, and brings people together. When we follow this counsel, we create harmony in our families, friendships, and communities. Another key instruction from God is to forgive. Forgiveness may feel difficult, but it frees our hearts from bitterness and allows us to live in peace. God also advises us to seek Him first in everything we do. When we pray, read His Word, and listen to His Spirit, we find clarity and direction. He reminds us not to worry about tomorrow, because He already knows our needs and has plans to give us hope and a future. Sometimes His advice comes through challenges. Trials test our faith, but God teaches us patience, endurance, and trust through them. His counsel is not always what we want to hear, but it is always what we need. In summary, God's advice is simple yet powerful. Trust Him, love others, forgive freely, and walk in faith. When we follow His guidance, we experience a life filled with peace, joy, and purpose. God's advice never fails, and it always leads us closer to Him and to the life He created us to live.